Hello, 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 Divine Soul family. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Today I'll be bringing through a light language message and activation from the guides. So if you're open to receiving, please find a comfortable position and we'll begin. And they want to start with a hug. And so you're welcome to hug them back in any way that feels, right for you. Anikia sokoroshia tekanasai kwed no koresia chikarananta totoroshia makai. So they wish to harmonize with us. Anikia mokoratata sanikia mokarata sonokono no inikaratete shumoko e senuae kanasoj makai totoromishia paikanoso. Hulai onakara sunikiamatare so and so makara so Inikana soto shimia makarata siniata sho miakara sainai sono kana sani shiamaka siatai onakanai sone. We wish to harmonize onikiamaka, our energy amakarata with your energy amakara one energy amikiana toto sho inikana soto sho. And they explain it like their vibration is very quick. Our vibration is a little slower. Amakarata, and it's like we meet. And they wish to facilitate this umakarata. If you are willing, amakati sinikiamaka, to meet us. Anatatasa, we greet you. Anakiawa waka odnika. Open arms and love. Inikwana satashia kai dokara sichimkai. Yinukwai tatsukutia. Ikana sotorishia. Yikanai to. Yikanai so. Kana si. Inikana satasha. So they like to start this way, to create the optimal space and intention for this harmony for the greatest good of all. So they're coming with a energy hug again. Inikwana sotishia makas, inikia, tenisikia mukora satishika, ye kora sichia makai sia taisho. Inisiti sinukoro sotishia kai. Inisi. Okay, so they wish to talk about today anakiana sotosho inakenase tekonoso shokonamatashi denser energies anikia makata sonokototo sheyakanasati shi inakanasata no makorosho konosotishi akai sanakanatata soko. And so actually they wish to start anakanasatacha with an activation amakara and a clearing asikia necho inakorosoto shomakarata sanakia makarasa chia karasa chia kaya saya shai kai kai. Anakarasatata sunukona sokoto. Okay. So they wish to do a clearing anakanasatata shimakoroto shinikia laichi nikia makara of your energy systems amakaratata and field inikwana soto shomikia makaratasana and attachments inikiana sototo that you have with others and others have with you. This energy is like a drain. Inikiana sototo shomakarasi shi show. And so what they're showing me here, with love, anikia, we release our attachments that we have to others and to outcomes. And we also release with love the attachments that others have to us. And we're also releasing the thought patterns that are on like a loop that are in the collective right now. Much pain, suffering, confusion, being sent out into the collective. And at the same time, here we are, we're going to send out a different vibration, we would say. You might call it positivity or loving kindness. We will just call it energy. So the much fear and confusion in the collective and in the field, we could just call it energy, because sometimes we have this idea like there is a negative aspect to it. And as we have said before, things are just things. It is only your belief that makes them positive or negative, but really they are energy. Thought forms are energy, vibrating in at different frequencies. And we might say that a repetitive thought form of fear, shame, guilt, anger, sadness, grief, are just an energy that is vibrating at a lower, denser, slower frequency, not to be judged, but to be loved. And so the clearing is not a clearing like, like we might think like we need to get this out of here. No. Dear one, love. It is the highest. Highest power. And this is what we use to clear. Ala sukotai and korasai shukurantatai surukoa. Anasakiana tosho mikiyama karasai shiniko taishe. Okay, so they're talking about sometimes we like to cut cords and do these kinds of things. And they're going to share a different perspective or a different experience. Different experience. Okay. So as we clear, we do so with love, releasing our attachment, which we have many. We have attachment to our beliefs. We have attachment to our ego and the identity that we've built. And this is what creates the density. So when we're talking about releasing denser energies, yes, we can be talking about our attachments to others, others' attachments to us, the energy in the collective, but also the energy of the ego. Oh, yes. This is strong. Indeed, it is pulling, creating so much. And in the release, which is slow over time, we must say, the ego is strong and it's not packing its bags and leaving. But we might love it. And in this loving, there is a dissolving. And some might say, well, how can I love something that is, false? Well, they're showing me Santa. So they're saying, okay, well, some of you love Santa, and that's false. To see how you can love anything, false or not. So I'm just going to ask for a little more information on this ego loving, how we love the ego. And how this dissolves it. Okay, that's how fast they can give the information sometimes. Okay, so in truth, in the truth of your being, in the truth of all, pure being, pure consciousness, pure awareness, there is no ego and there is no beliefs. There is nothing, but there is everything. But not the everything that we think of. The all, the one. They'll expand on this in another message. But today they wish to stick to this. And it is in connecting with this still peace, with this pure consciousness, with this pure being that you are, that you are able to love everything. As we mentioned before, you are able to play in the, let's call it a higher octave or the fifth octave. You are able to play in the fourth and the third, and play a beautiful song without getting stuck in the lower density. Okay, so in the lower octave. And again, lower does not mean negative. So we wish to clear these lower, denser vibrations today. We do it together. Because we are always together. We are never apart. But we have a belief, humans, that there is a separateness. But we are always connected with you. Because we are you and one with you. And this is the message we wish to bring. Is your own realization and remembrance of our oneness. Of our oneness to all. And no separateness. So we aren't separate from the denser energies. We are not getting rid of them or pushing them away. We are seeing them with love, and we are releasing them back. From whence they came, which is ultimately anakata, from illusion. Born from fear, and we hold them in the love, in the light, and let them dissolve. And this is the way we can dissolve the ego. Indeed, trying to push out the ego. Push, push, push. What is that? That's like a resistance. We say no. Resistance, just love. We realize you can't have, well, actually you can, but that you don't experience in this moment a feeling of love in every moment. So we understand the ups and downs, and this is why we bring this message and the importance of being able to hold a stable frequency and to weave that through everything that you come into contact with. So in that way, you are able to come into an energy of anger or an energy of sadness or an energy of grief or an energy of whatever it is, even aggression. You can hold your own vibration and be in amongst it. You don't have to push it away. You don't have to run away. You can be, and in your being and in your presence and in your love and in your vibration, you can lift that field. It doesn't mean that that person, that situation is going to lift in the moment that you do that. It doesn't mean that you have an attachment to the outcome. And it doesn't mean the way in which you look at the situation is like you're the savior, like you're showing up to save the day. It's like the feeling is of equality. And this is why there's such an importance, and we bring this message at this time of being and pure being, is because this idea of I'm going to go and save all these people still puts an inequality, still puts this idea of a hierarchy, and still feeds the ego. And it's a very sneaky way, you might see. And so the idea is, and very similar to volunteer work, we might volunteer thinking, these poor souls, these poor people, they need my help. There's nothing wrong with this. And so I must help them. And sometimes we have a burnout from this. We're caring for loved ones in this way. I have to help them. And there's this like an energy drain. Because the mindset is there like, I am helping you, I am doing for you. And we might say, or we might suggest a different point of view now. And this is one of we are equal. And I realize, and this is why it's important, this pure being, I realize who and what I am. And it is the same as you. So as I come to assist you, I come to assist you not because I think, and I have a feeling of like, what is this feeling? It's a feeling of like a sadness and like poor you and like, oh, this is such a horrible situation for you, right? And this is the way we currently see things. And there's nothing wrong with it. And what the guides are suggesting now is a new way which will be seen. Anakarasa, and this is happening now and will continue to happen. And we must say Anakarasata is the greatest gift that we could give. Inikiana Sotosho. Nasachia Makara is that when we come then to help someone, if someone needs to be fed, you feed them. Akarasa, if someone needs to be lifted off the ground, if they fall, you lift them. Amakarasacha makarata. And of course there is a caring, but there is also an equality. There is also anakiana satata. I help you, not because I look at you and I think you have less than me and I have more than you, so therefore I'm going to give you what I have. Pour you. I will ask for a little bit more on this, please. So just give me a second. Thank you. So some of you give and give, but then you're so drained because you want to make a difference. And we think this is wonderful to make a difference. This is so wonderful. And then you give, and you're so tired, and you look around, you feel like there's no difference. Or is there slight difference? However, it is in the meeting each other with equality. I help you because we are one. I am you. And I don't look down upon your situation like poor you. I look at all situations like they are, okay, I'm going to explain it like this. They are part of the whole. And we don't know what another needs to go through. And they wish me to explain it in a different way or using this idea. So we can think of it like the dark sky. When before, and if you're watching this video, then chances are, and you've watched this far, you've had some type of awareness or awakening, or you're at the beginning of that and you're curious. We might think of 3D, third dimension, as being totally dark and totally asleep. We might think of it as day and night, where we have this idea like we have these dark times of our lives, and then the light parts of our lives are going on vacation, getting a new device, phone, TV, whatever, getting a new car, amakarata. We have a temporary relief from what we feel is the darkness, amakarata. And notice how we said the word feel. Atatata sonokoro shamakiyasai. So we have this dark and night, amakara, day and night, akara, dark and light, in Nikianasa, but the light is based on materialistic things and based on getting things and like I said, like vacations and things. Amakara, temporary relief. Drugs and alcohol, making more money. And as we start to move and shift 4D or awaken to to the all that is, we don't necessarily realize we're awakening to that, but we start to have a realization of presence and being, or we start to go on what we call a spiritual path or a journey, and it could be religion, it doesn't matter. I start to realize something more than sort of living and working. And the ideas and beliefs that have been ingrained in us through time. And that we've believed. So they haven't just been passed down. I mean, they have been, but we've believed them. And that is our choice. And we can choose at any time to not believe them. They're saying like, bye. We can do that. We realize it's not that easy, but it is that easy. It is now. You can decide right now. But we realize there's a lot more to that. But our message is one of empowerment, and the importance of it is the now moment. And so while we realize that you may not be experiencing what you would call realizations or enlightenment or bliss or happiness in the moment, and you might be realizing or experiencing much suffering or painful experiences, we don't negate that, but also we let you know that while you are having that experience, anakara satta shakara, you can also have a different one. Anakiana satta, and this is like they never want to take that opportunity or that empowerment away from you. So while you might look at it like I can't have that realization right now, they honor that, but also they say, also you can. And it is your beliefs and ego. Beliefs that create ego creating beliefs. Both ways. Yes. That prevent this, but also you have the ability and you have the soul ability. It is your soul ability. It's your soul ability, like you, one person. So it is that ability, but it's also your soul ability. Both ways. To realize this and to tap into this in the now moment. You can do this. And we never want to take that away from you. That's why we're here. And to cut away everything that prevents you from that. And we don't do this, even though we say cut it away. We don't mean cut it like it's bad. Although we do say cut it, we mean to say that we hold it in love and dissolve it, and that's what cuts it. Shaya Tiana. Okay, Nikiana Shukoro. Inakana Saito Shukoro. All right. Tiasatasho, Yenokoroso, Yekonai Senekia, Naikonosoto Shokoro. Okay, so they're going to now, Tokoro, with love, come through, Anikiana Sachikarata to do a clearing. Inekona Satata Sinikiata Karasai Chinuku, Kanasichi Mikiyama Karasa Chikonototo, and an activation, Umakarase Kiyama Karata. So please find, if you're not in a most comfortable position right now, please make any adjustments that you need to make, because they're going to come through now with this clearing, amakarata sunokoroso. And when I say they're going to come through with this clearing, they're going to be bringing in energy of love. Oneness and harmony. To dissolve so attachments, amakarata, energy, denser energy, anakiana satocha. It's like a release. Denser energies, amakiamakata shikira with so much love. Inichia makarasa chia naikara sosho. Anasikia makaratata, and then take back your own energy with love. So it's not like showing me like a toddler taking back a toy. It's not like that. It's like, with love, I realize that I have sent out some energy attachments, anakarata, to people, to outcomes, amakarata, and I take all that energy back, and I sikia makaratata, and I utilize that personal energy and to realize presence and being. Anakare said, what is the thing that is preventing us from being in presence and being? Is this energy that is scattered everywhere. And we're going to take it back now with love. And all that we do, anything we do is with love. Because that is the only doer. Ego isn't the doer. Isn't it funny that we believe that it is? I'm doing this. Look at me. I'm doing this. Okay. Well, we might ask you, what do you feel that you're doing? What do you think you're doing? And it's a good question to ask. The next time you think you're doing something, who is the you that you believe is the doer? And what is the doing? And we're not going to test you. There's no right answer. These are questions and contemplations for you to have your own experience. One moment you might ask yourself this question and have one realization, and in another moment, poof, another one. Okay, we're going to clear. So find your comfortable position, and we're going to begin. So they have a visualization for you today. From your heart center, all the way out, building love, from your heart center, all the way out. You can put a color if you like to that, or you can have a feeling, or you can have both, whatever resonates with you. Have a visualization, maybe a sensation or feeling as well, from your heart center all the way out, and it expands out. And we are going to now, using that love, release the cords. You might think of little tiny dots all over your body, that have cords going out from them to other people. These are the energy cords that other people have brought anakarata, and attach themselves to you, amakarata. And so with love, we're going to expand this out, and like you can imagine it, like little tiny pops, boop, 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 like all these little cords just like go out, and what replaces the cords is just pure love. And as you see the cords going out, makena soto sho makarasa, you release them with love back, and you wish that the people, anakana satata, places, things, amakaratata, that have these attachments, that have been omakanatatata, sunukono shukoratata, attached to you, anakaratata, inasekera, by both them and by you. Also, remember that you're allowing as well. So we'll talk about this after. So imagine that going out from you, onokorasi. Okay, they're coming through with the love, and build it in your heart, please. Inikinosokorosho. Right in your heart center. Oh, Naya, Naya, Nayo, Naho, Unaikai Shinokoroti Amae Sotoshi, Shilo. Imagine this, building this love in your heart center, building all the way out. Umakarasa, building through your whole physical being. Anakana satacha. And as it builds, amaka, begin to release. Amakara tatata. And you don't do anything. It's the love itself that just pop, 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 releases everything. Umakara se chiki. And feel it, akara, send it back with love. Inukwana sukutishi amaka. Kala, kala, koso, koso. Send it back with love, 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 love. Niso. And see your own inner light, your own inner energy. Anakara expanding, anakara satata shakaratata. And all those places where there were once cords are filled with white light, nikiyomokoroto shikiyamakara, are filled with love, anakara satata sho. And you feel your own energy, anakara si shiamakarata sanakia, that you have built from your core being, amakati shiamakara, inekae sukuro. Recognize you didn't have to bring anything in from the outside. It was already in you, and all you did was cultivate it and expand it. And in that expansion and cultivation of that love, anakarata, it released everything. Amakasia kai, 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 sai, kai, sho, 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 sho. Inakai sonokoro so, inakai sonoko hiasai sho. And if you wish to sit in a loving anakarata shikurototo, embrace amakata, feeling love in your heart, amakara, and spreading out into the all, into the universe, amakatata, into the never-ending, infinite akaso field, amakarasata show. So you can know, you can feel, you can experience that your love goes on. It never stops. There is no end. And if you sit in this and you wish to, we now bring through an activation amakaratata, of your remembrance of the love that you are. Amakarasatata sonokarashia makarasata shakara. We embrace you. Amakarasatata. We wrap our arms around you. Mokarasichia makara. If you wish to receive this, amakaratata, you may, amakarata, you may meet us, you may join us. Amakarisikia. We are one. Nakasia chai. And we bring through Mao, Poshkia Makata Shia Kaisanokotosho, Inekara, this dense energy, Mokoroto removal, Amakiata Sekia Makaratata, or this remembrance, Amakarata, of pure love, which actually is the doer and the remover. And a si shiamaka, Yokunata Chiamakati Tichike, Tarishia Makai, Yukuna shi kai tata shikore chiatai, Niki, Riki, Totochum, Kitachiko, Kiamatichikorochu, make it chikara, Yat, Sanawata chikara, Yakara Sakoto chikara, te, say, soha. Nikara soto shukara, Yakanata shikara, Yakanata Yakana soto shayala chainaka. So, the Karasato, the Karasoto, Sonia Shai Kuno Sia Lai Sho. And they're sending energy out through my physical being. Anakaraso chukurototos to you. And akinase shungorasi amatai. And holding in this space of love, Nikyomokorasotosho, Yikanae Toi, Kanoe, Kanasai, Shokoroto, Kiamakarasai, Shai, 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 Shai. And if you like to sit with that, you may sit with that. Nakarasoto shomayati. We're sending out energy. Amakara, set that to your field now. Niki and asoto to the field. Ah, karasoto shokomasi shishi. Wow, this is like pulling me way back. Natotorishiki amakara soto sho. Wakana soto. Wakana siki amakoroshai kana si shiata lai. Wokana sai konotori shi karasachi amai. Aya. Ayatai shokari. Oki, embracing the all. Maya. Na. Can you feel or experience your expansiveness? Anikirasato, the spaciousness. Amakarat, the pure being that you are. Inikanasoto shumikia makarata chaiki amaka. Amakara si shiakara sai shikiamata sai. Sai sho kanasi tikara sikya. Hu si shiamakara so shikiamakara so. And they're embracing you with love. And with love, your energy, anasakarosho karamikiamakati anasakere shialai, naisikoroso kosho. Your field, anakarasatata, your energy attachments, amakarata, shumakarata, from others and the collective, anakarata to you, and you outwards, anakatatata, are cleared. Inikiamakarasai. And the visualization that we gave you today, you may do both ways. Amakaratata, for attachments, amakaratata, sinikiamakara, that you have out. Imikianatatata, sanakaratasha. And you call your energy back in. Nikiamakarasata shai. And you may do it the opposite way, amakaratata, the energy attachments, amakarata, that people or others have to you, amakaratata sakanashi atayasokoro, amakarata kinasiya chakaratata. You may release them this way. So if you are to do this visualization, amakasiya shaikana saitodosho, inakaye sonokoro shokoro, you call back in. They're going to do it for you now. Inasi kenaso shimikiamakarasai chikonoto shiakai. So, keeping this same heart energy, amakarasati shiamakarata, Onakanasai shimokoroto shiakai sinikiamakara sa chikiamakara. Sit with this for a moment, please, dear one. Imikiamakarata, anakianata, vibrating anaka, the frequency of love. And from your heart center, amakarata, sunomakarasi, shimikiamakarata, sense, feel, imagine, amakarata, that love, that light, inakorasikiamakarasa. We know it's already anakarasata, shomikiamakarasa, chiamakara, permeating your whole being, amakanasichiki. However, bring your focus back to the heart center, umakara, heart chakra. Please, inikiamakara satata, and build that ball of light there. Mukorosukutri mukarata. Inikwai nasakarata. And then again, expand it. Nikia makoro so shimikia. And we send through amakarata love. Nikia makoro si chia. Yanakora si shimikia makate shi. As you expand the love. Nikia makara sa chia makarata. Anakai sanokoroto shimikia maka saishikia. And from this space of love, nikyata shukoro, love all the way out, nikia makarata shukonasi shiakai. Vast. So imagine no end to this love. Nikyamakarata just keeps going. Anakasa shiakara sashikara sashikara sashi. And allow this vast love to be the thing that does the clearing, that is the doer. And in this, feel that your energy is coming back to you. So you might say, if you like, with love, I call all of my energy back. And feel it coming back. And with love, I release my attachment to others, and I give their energy back. And in the love, and in this pure love, you realize you don't need those attachments to others. You're so full. You are so full of everything that you need. You never needed to attach to outcomes, people, places, things. You never needed it. Anakara, you are so full. Anakara sa chikana tia sakara. And in this love, anakara sa chikana tata sanakara tata, you realize how others, amakara tata, may have attached their anakarata energy to you, inakara tata, what we would call cords, like us humans would call cords, anaka, that others might have done this, and we see it with love. We know anakina sata shakanatata sekeratata is out of amakarata, this unknowing, and not having this experience of this full love. Inikia makarata, that we experience fear, and that we create these attachments, and others do the same. So it's with love. We send them back so that they may have their full energy. And as we do this, there's really this feeling of inequality, like, yeah, the feeling that they're impressing upon me right now is really this feeling like, I understand. I really have compassion and I really understand, how you could have, had this attachment, or how you could have, done these things or said these things, because it's out of fear, it's out of conditioning, it's not in truth. And some have not had an experience in Ikea, and they may not in Kianato Shukara, in this Umakiana Tata Shakara now moment, Amakarata, you might call it this lifetime in Ikanasata, but we would want to say that everybody has the same opportunity to have realizations, Amakaratata Shanakinatata, and the things that they see in front of them. While those things might be challenging in Ikianakan, we don't deny that. They're also like that dark and that light that we spoke about. In Ikanasochika Makarakas, the only way that you can see the stars is in the dark. In Ikinasoshokora Soshia Makai. So while as you're awakening in a Saishkonotosho, and you start coming through like 4D or fourth dimension, or you start to become awake, and you start to notice the stars in the sky, so you also start to notice how the day and the night that you believed in doesn't exist in the way that you did. And you also might have some resistance. Some might grasp at the stars because they only just want the good feeling or the spiritual practice or whatever it is. They might grasp at that. And some might try to Amakaratata, and it's not even like they are trying it, it's the ego that's trying Amakarata to stay, hooked into, these ideas and beliefs that we always had. And we're not saying to not participate in, spiritual practices or any practices. We might say that sometimes there is an attachment to the outcome or the good feeling, and we want you to know, and this is why we bring this message, that that good feeling is in you, it's not out there, and you can cultivate it right now, anytime, just by simply focusing on your heart center and sending that out and realizing how full you are. You are so full, and this love right now, and this is me speaking now, this love right now that they're sending me makes me have tears, because it's just they just have so much love. There's so much love. Oh my gosh, it's so much love. I don't want to cry in a video, but it's so much love. And this is the love that you are, and you're never not it. And this is their message, is really that, is really one of empowerment, that really you are this. You really are this, and you can experience it right now. And yes, you can do all the other practices. That you like to do. They're not saying anything about that. They are saying, though, that this is accessible to everyone. And anakarasata shimakara, at any time you can imagine and feel this. You have that power to do that. It's just so beautiful. It's such an overwhelmingly beautiful and loving experience that I can't put into words, but it's so moving to feel this energy. And the love that they send, and how much love and compassion they have for us, because they are us. And akarasata, we're not separate. Nice. And so they say, as we, move through life and we begin to awaken, it is this feeling, and we can understand that everybody's having it, and everybody is having a different experience, but we're all having a similar experience. And so, and this is the same as our awakening. Even though we're all awakening and everyone has the potential, Everyone's going to do it in a different way, and everyone has their own right to be, because we ourselves do not know. And they've showed me how vast this is, and I don't understand it. And I can't understand it because they've showed me like the vastness of a lot of things that there's no words for it. And this is why they want us to have this realization, because then we will know it instead of trying to know it. And they always say, don't be a know-it-all. You don't need to know it all, you just need to know. And so, it's really, that everybody's having their own experience. And we have to allow people to have their experience and stop judging it like, poor you, I need to save you, omakaratata. Help, yes, help, amakara, but the tune and the tone and the frequency that you bring to it is we are equal. I recognize you as divine. I recognize you as the divine being that you are. And when you set that tone, you don't have to say the words. You can say them internally. I recognize you. You can even not say them. You can just know them. Because when you begin to know yourself, you know all. And so when you bring this is the greatest gift, because it puts this vibration into the field so that they may know it. They might not know it in the moment that you do it, amakarata, but you're not attached to that outcome. Amakarasata shamakara. They say that's not your business. Amakarata, your business, if you had a business, amakarata, they're putting up a big sign, business sign. You know what it is? It's love. Makarasat, that's your job. Amakarasata shakinesika. That's your job. Anakara, we agree you might have another job, but your primary job is love. And then the love that you bring to whatever it is that you're doing, that is the divine expressing through you, instead of the ego expressing through you. Okay, we're going to end this for today, but they will expand on this again. Nikio Sokoro Shikia Maka Se Shikia. Aya si ho kane sotori piatodri shiakai. Haiti oh. Anasai chukruti miata karasate shio. Inaeso sane shukuro mai tai shukuro tai. And they're sending much love. Makarasi kia makarasa. Inakarasoto sho. So they're anchoring inakirata, if you wish, this energy of love. And moreover, anchoring the energy of the love that you are, and it is anchoring the knowing that you are love. Amakare sikia makatata sinikia makaratasha. Anakiana tatata. And while you do love, amakarata, you are it. Inikia makaratata. And that same anatoshimianai, inikiana tochukima, inikana satasha, that same visualization, omakaya satashia, that same visualization, ikia makarata, you can do that anytime outside of clearing. They're showing me that you can like wake up in the morning and just expand this love, expand it before you go to bed. Anakanasa, every scenario, you're at work, expand the love. Because the more that you do this, you realize you are it. And then you start to realize your own vastness, your own spaciousness, your own consciousness. And in that you recognize the who and what you are, and the who and what all is. And so they're giving you a big hug. And me too. It's a chat. Okay. Thank you. Asikina Toroshi Makarasatata and the guides. Thank you. Makarasata, dear one. Akarasatata Sinikorosukotashia. We are grateful Omakarateshia Makarata for your willingness Amakaratata to connect with us. Amakaratata Sakarata Shakanata Sakara. You may connect with us anytime. Amakarasa. Outside of these videos, you may call on us. Anakarasosha Makarasata. We are always available. Nekenasata Shukaratatasa. All is available. Amakarata, because all is you. Amakarata Tata. We love you. Thank you so much for sharing in this message with me today, in this activation with me today. And if these messages and activations and I don't know, anything that I'm sharing on this channel, if it's benefited you in any way, please feel free to comment or to share. Or whatever feels, subscribe, whatever feels authentic to you, you know? If you like, I would love that. And yeah, feel free to connect or connect with others. So thank you. Thank you. And as always, wow, I'm sending you so much love.